sound blurred.
They do. Hello and welcome to another Wednesday Night Ceilidh, brought to you by College na Gaelic. The Gaelic College tonight. We are on the road once again, and we are in the village of Bedeck at the house of Rachel and Darren, Rachel Davis and Darren McMullen. Just happened to be having a Ceilidh tonight. We heard about it, stopped in.
Yeah, you know, it's like pretty well just do this every night, I guess.
That's right.
It's a regular night.
Oh, yeah.
8 o'clock. We always set up chairs and things away from the kitchen.
In bed by 9.
See, that's the way. That's how we do it here. And we have some special guests welcomed in as well, joining us this evening. A couple of folks very familiar.
On the side of the road.
Let's try.
We've got Rachel's parents, Len and Pauline, and Buddy and Wilda stopped in, which is just the best. So we're in for a good night, and were some great reels to get started. You had some 3 reels indeed.
And you know, someone we know pretty well wrote the middle reel. There's Margie's reel in there.
If it wasn't for you guys playing it, it wouldn't get played. You're keeping it alive, so I'm glad to hear it.
Dandy.
Well, that's great. So we will settle in for the night and have time to chat and have tunes, but if you want to jump into a few things, we wouldn't mind one bit.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
We can do that. Well, we've been working on some new tunes lately, and is there anything, are you in a certain tuning? Does it matter what we do right now?
No, depending on what you say next, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, maybe jigs. How do you feel about jigs? D/D minor
That's
stuff?
perfect.
This is, one of the sets off that will be on the new record, which is coming very soon, beginning of May, which is finally happening, which we're all really excited about. And so this is on that, and a good couple of D jigs, and then it ends off with a great tune that we've been playing over the last little while by Jen Butterworth from over in Scotland. It's so much fun. That's the spirit.
this close up to it, but that is such a powerful couple of tunes, and the sound that you guys produce together.
They're really fun. Yeah. That last tune is just so groovy. Yeah, they're all fun.
So, can I ask where maybe you find tunes when you're starting this process, or is it kind of, does it take?
No.
No, I will avoid that.
The first one we heard from, where was that tune?
Chrissy
Chrissy
played
recorded
it a
that.
lot. Yeah, she recorded that a lot of years ago. And then we were doing a lot of playing with Zach Cormier, and he was picking it one day, and we were like, oh, yeah.
So he's actually on the record. Not to drop the record again.
Yeah, you won't hear about it anymore.
You won't be
tonight.
hearing anything about the record. But we did some recording with like remote recording, and so he's picking that tune on the guitar
Oh, nice.
up for that track.
Nice.
Cool.
And the middle tune was one that you had known for a pretty
Yeah,
long
Jimmy
time.
Ward's. I love that tune.
Okay.
It's just, you can sing that tune all day.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and that last one is just, it's just so much fun. It's like inserting all of like these Strasbourg notes into a jig. It's really fun.
It's very stress-based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's really cool. I've never really heard that done before. So,
It would take work to get, I'm sure, like get the rhythm right and to get that tune.
ones like that, take a little while to get your head around them. For me, anyway.
And she plays it on, like Jen Butterworth, who wrote it, plays it on guitar, and that stuff's even harder, I think, on guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
Those kind of rhythms to nail down, to pick for those. Is really
Yeah, there's a video of her playing it on YouTube, and I think she's picking it out and doing the chords to herself. But
Oh, wow.
to watch her do it is just mesmerizing.
She's a magician.
Yeah.
So then you both are picking tunes. It's very collaborative, your process.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because there's a lot of tunes that you might not have even played, like, because you played a lot of Irish tunes in the past, and then you may just think of one or hear one randomly, and it'll be one probably that I don't know. And it kind of comes from all over the place. I feel like we picked up a lot of stuff over COVID, just between, like, from people doing online shows. There was a few tunes that we learned that way.
Okay.
That ended up being in arrangements that we did for the record. So.
Great.
So yeah, if anything good came out of the pandemic, that would probably be on the list. We learned a lot of really cool tunes over that
and
period
wrote
of
some
time.
tunes too for that.
Yeah.
We had time to put into that.
So it was since the pandemic process kind of thing, the project.
Yeah, it was a long time coming. We've talked about it for ages. It just, while we were touring with COVID full time, it just never really made sense because we were busy with that, and we didn't want to do it unless we could, kind of just focus on that, I guess. So so I guess over the pandemic we just, like, the band stuff was kind of slowing down a bit, so we figured, why not?
Yeah.
So
And you had just gotten married, and all the signs pointed to time for a.
I think making a CD in some ways is even a bigger deal than marriage.
Yeah.
Did you take vows for it? Did you have to?
Well,
Yeah, Dave Gunning officiated.
Dave?
Recorded, he had a little speech before we start every day.
yeah, right. Well, if there's anything that's going to test you, I would say it's probably like.
It was a test. No, it wasn't at all.
Getting the inside track.
But it's a process, and it takes years.
Yeah, and it's like, recording processes are always the same. You always have great plans for exactly when you're going to release, and then they never really work. And so this has been like, we spent most of last year kind of arranging and recording for this, and random things just kind of got in the way of releasing it. So we're really excited. We've been the only ones hearing it for about a year, so we're just hoping that everybody actually likes it.
We're hoping it's not crap.
Well,
We have no idea anymore.
I was curious if anyone in the room had gotten a chance to hear anything yet.
Oh no.
Have you heard those tunes before? Or have you been
Maybe.
maybe? Have you had the opportunity to hear any previews so far?
Maybe one or two.
Okay.
3 or 4.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's
You get your seal of approval, buddy.
I do.
Yeah, that's good.
There's one cut on there that's great.
And then the other 10 are kind of. We thought we'd have one good, and then we could just
All
do
you
some
need is
filler.
one. Yeah.
One hit wonders.
Yeah, that's us.
No. Well, that's really something. It leads me to 1,000 questions. I don't want to probe too much, but it does make me want to know a bit more of your arrangement process. Because once you pick the tunes, then you did beautiful arrangements on that, and you're piecing together the key changes and everything. Do you enjoy the arrangement part?
Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge just to like, I guess, come up with new things that we haven't done, I guess, previously. And it's a bit of a different process to like arranging tune sets versus arranging songs. And there's only slightly more songs on the record than there is tunes, but for most of the tune sets, it was a lot of us or whoever we might have been having as guests on a track. Wink, wink. American Peanuts on the CD time. And then with the songs, Dave Gunning, who we love so much and have worked with for a very long time, kind of co-produced the record with us, and then kind of co-arranged a lot of the song end of it. So that was really fun.
The tunes were a little different from arranging too, because we've done so much with a full band.
Yeah.
With 2 different fiddle lines harmonizing, and then maybe a third overdubbed, and I would have guitar and maybe bouzouki overdubbed with a piano or another guitar player. And for this one, it was just us. So
yeah,
I wasn't sure what to do. I'd do a guitar part, and then I go, okay, we'll have to layer 4 more things on. And it's like, oh no, I guess I don't. We're not doing that anymore. We're not making this giant band sound.
right.
So it was a little tricky to
Yeah.
get them done, but it was more fun.
Tricky to get used to that. Which,
yeah, just getting your head around it.
Yeah, just because we kind of, wanted a bit more of like a stripped back kind of, because that was part of the point of doing this, was to kind of showcase more of the acoustic end of it. But yeah, it was definitely a weird thing getting in the studio and everything initially sounding kind of empty, and it wasn't. It was just that was just what we were used to for a pretty long time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dave would go, so this one's done. And we'd be like, oh, but isn't this supposed to sound like a giant? No, not anymore, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really full, powerful sound. The 2 of you, so you're doing it right. Could we get a song? We didn't really talk about what the night will entail, but my goodness, it'd be great to hear.
Yeah. Well, we have again. This has been the other interesting thing that we were chatting about a lot in the last little while. Since we haven't released an album in 5 years, and we feel like even in that period of time, it's changed a lot. Just how people release music, and we almost felt like we were doing it for the first time. So anyway, we're releasing a couple of singles in the next couple of months. Singles.
Woo!
I never thought I thought that was reserved for people in the pop music.
That's so
That's this
cool.
week, isn't it?
That's this week.
Is it this week?
Awesome.
This Friday, which is very exciting.
So tell us how we can find it on the platforms and purchase the single all on its own.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's on all the streaming platforms, and you can get it on iTunes and all that jazz. And
Great.
so yeah, this is the one that's going to get released on a Friday. And this was I think the first song that we worked on for the record with Dave. And yeah, we really love getting Dave's input because, we kind of work on things and have it a little bit arranged by the time we get there, but we just love when he sprinkles his magic on things. And he kind of took this in a bit more of like maybe like Americana-ish direction, which was not something that we had really done, which was
Cool.
so that was kind of cool.
We usually show up with like a framework of how the song's going to be. We try not to really nail down what we're going to do until after Dave gets his hand, because there's no point in really spending a lot of time on it when we know that Dave's always got great ideas.
Yeah.
So we'll just get the building blocks and bring them to Dave and throw them down the floor, and
Yeah.
he'll help put it together.
Oh, wow.
So this one ended up with like an upright bass and a couple of guitars and mandolin and fiddle.
Yeah, so this is an Archie Fisher tune, who is an absolute songwriting magician.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just has a knack for writing songs that sound like they've been around for 200 years. It's really incredible. And this was, I don't know what, it was, the lyrics are really amazing, and just like kind of the message of, I guess just kind of like growth and kind of change and that kind of thing. It was just, we kind of connected with a lot of the lyrics, and plus the melody's just lovely too, so it was fun to put our spin on it, I guess.
Oh, beautiful.
But yeah, so we'll see. We've been listening to it a lot lately and not playing it quite as much.
That's, we
Listening
realized,
to it probably more than we'd really like.
we realized that about 5 minutes before you guys got here.
I hope I'm in tune.
I think so.
One, two,
Often when I think of you, I see a border river, changing the mountain snows, they're gone forever. You're the river, I'm the road that runs along your ridges, giving you the right of way and always building bridges. River ramble as you will, the road's a cruel hard master. I can't slow the water's flow or travel any faster. I know there's a crossroads on this route I'm bound to travel. Straight ahead's a long smooth road, the other's dirt and gravel. Hardest thing you'll ever learn to bear as you grow older is to watch a good friend walk away without a turn of shoulder. I can be as hard as you, although I seldom show it. I am so easygoing that I'm gone before you know One day you'll reach the sea and I'll be on a mountain, running out of old dirt track beside a flowing fountain. Wondering, is this the place where everything got started? The wellspring at the road end, for the lost and knowing nothing. And I'll become the river on the road I know will lead me back to where you made the turn, showed you didn't need me. Everywhere the heron flies, the winding river follows, and in turn she claims the skies and stalks along the shadows. Often when I think of you, I see a border river, changing with the mountains slow, they're gone forever.
Beautiful.
It's amazing how much you can sweat more during a slow song than any fast tune set.
It's demanding on you. You're doing a lot on that song. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
fun.
What does it feel like to start performing what you've been working on too? Now you're gonna be touring it.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's a rush
How does
for
this
sure.
go again?
Yeah, that's kind of it's a weird process, especially where you've just been listening to things and like critiquing them to death sometimes,
Yeah.
and over a year, and then all of a sudden you remember, oh right, we have to actually play these for people, and not just like sing to track.
Yeah.
But it's fun though. It's a rush, and you remember. That's kind of when you remember, I think, why you fell in love with it in the first place, because it's easy to forget that when you've listened, and again you're making notes on everything, and so yeah, it's nice to be able to get back to actually playing it and remembering, oh God, I remember now why I really loved this.
We went to Jamie Folds, the great Jamie Folds,
Yes.
to do mastering for the record. And we went in and we had been talking online about it, and we'd been back and forth with Dave Gunning, who did the mixing and everything else. And we were picking apart every little tone and every note and every little, oh, there's a finger squeak, oh my God, there's a bow noise. So we've been doing this for like a year and a half.
Oh.
And then we get to Jamie's and he plugs it all in, and he's playing it and he's listening, and we're listening and we're doing this, and like you can, the muscles in your ears are twisting, and Jamie turns around and he goes, guys, relax. It sounds like music. Because he says, like, you guys have been picking it apart so much, you're not even hearing the music anymore. So let me just reassure you, it sounds like music. And it was...
That was the best thing you could...
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. That
Yeah,
was the best
thank you,
thing you
Jamie.
could have said.
Yeah. Right.
Because we felt so much better for the rest of the day. Like, okay, good. I'm happy
Yes.
that this is, what we were hoping it would be.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of lose track of that after a while. So.
Oh.
And now playing it and like playing it for people and stuff, you can get back to that. Like, oh yeah, it is music.
Yes. and it's in the moment, and it's live, and that'll be a thrill. So can we look forward to seeing this all performed in the next little while, or do you have plans to?
For sure.
No, we're probably we're actually.
I guess I'll be alone.
Any guitar players out there? No. We're gonna be doing that. Do we talk about that?
Yeah. We it's always, I feel like whenever we have something new, the Gala College stream is always the first time where anything happens.
Breaking news.
I'm telling you, it's great.
You guys get the scoop every time.
So yeah, we have, again, we're kind of dropping another single in April. The album's coming out May 3rd, but leading up to that, we're going to be, the weekend previously, we're going to be doing some shows a little more locally. The name of the record is Home, and that kind of, we'll be chatting lots about just all the meanings behind it, because it kind of comes from a lot of different places, I guess. But it's kind of cool because we're kind of doing some pre-release shows in a couple of places that really feel like home to us, or have been home to us. So one of them is Ceilidh Landing, which is in Charlotte's Cove, not too far from Larry's River, is the spot where we got married. And we've done house concerts there in the past, so we're going to be doing a release show there, and then the next day we're going to be out in Bigbadeck for a matinee on the 28th of April. So, and the wonderful Rose Morrison is running a concert series out there, so we're really thrilled to be part of that. So yeah, so those are going to be which is really cool that we get to release this new music in spots that really are special to us and mean something.
Yeah.
And we'll have the lovely Zach Cormier with us.
Yes, which is also very exciting. He'll be playing guitar with us for those shows. And then the following weekend, the day the record comes out, we're doing an ECMA showcase, so that'll be fun
perfect.
too. Yeah.
Guys, it's all lining up.
It's honestly, it's like one giant rush. It's really weird to be the only one listening to anything for a year, and then all of a sudden, oh, okay, well, I hope everybody else likes it.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
And then we just announced on Kitchen Fest that you guys are one of the headliners
So stoked.
in the Big Bash, which is on June 28th. Is that right? June 28th?
Yeah.
The Sunday of Canada Day weekend, isn't
Yes,
it?
I think
So whatever
it
that
Yeah.
date is.
Yeah. Pretty.
30th? I don't know.
I think the
Is it
30th.
the
Right,
30th?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know.
If only we actually ordered the Gala College here.
I'll put a link in the comments
Yeah.
with the information.
KitchenFest.ca. Figure it out. But tickets are on sale, and you all are
Write all your angry letters to Margie Beaton.
Google is great. You can, but yeah, we're thrilled. You guys were one of of the 6 headliners,
Oh my
and so
gosh.
you'll be on the big stage, which I think you mentioned you remember attending. Was that a show there?
Yeah, I think a couple. Like when I was still, some of the first big Celtic shows I would have gone to probably were during the summer sessions at the Gaelic College. So
Right.
I would have been, I guess, like 14, 15. I remember seeing like Jimmy Rankin's Sláintseacha were there one year too, and anyway, yeah. So it was really cool to kind of be. We're on the other end of it now. It's a little
Yeah.
bit surreal, but yeah, really cool. So
Nice.
we're stoked for that.
You got a big season ahead.
Yeah, so exciting.
Actually, yeah, check out that lineup. Because I know some of the actors. Jimmy's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dave and JP.
Yep.
That's
We've
where
only announced 4.
Dave, oh, is that announced yet?
They're announced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave and JP is worth the ticket price
I know.
alone.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
alone you all. And Jimmy and Rankin and his band. Rankin
Oh.
McGinnis and his band. Those are the 4 we
We
announced.
just
And
did
there's
it.
2 more.
We just we had a blast doing one of Rankin's winter warmers. We were there on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, I hear they're so much fun.
That
I
was,
hear they're
that was
awesome.
the last
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That was kind of the big finale for the
Oh.
season. So that was just this past
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh my gosh, it was nuts. It was
Was
so
it?
much
It
fun.
was crazy.
Yeah, it was a blast. Yeah,
He
he's
makes,
got such
he
a great
makes
thing
magic
going.
happen. He's doing
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, and again, like we were pals with Rankin, like going to the Gaelic College, and we
Yeah.
taught there at the same time, and it's
Yeah.
he's doing some pretty cool stuff.
He is. Entertainer of the year for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for good reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Aw, fun. And it's funny to think, just you mentioned Rose, and she's like at Carnegie Hall tonight, or is it tonight or
No.
tomorrow? She's
Yeah, I was gonna be there, but we had this book. So
Ah.
I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make the Carnegie Hall. Sorry, Rose.
can't do both. And yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Gaelic College takes priority.
Yeah.
Well.
Obviously.
No brainer.
And you all were just teaching at the college. You did March break. You're full tilt. So you're doing performance and writing and arrangement and
It's
teaching.
been a great winter because winters can sometimes be a bit long, but this one has been flying by. Just
It's been busy, yeah.
a really fun mixture of stuff going on, which has been really cool.
That's the best. Keep that up.
Yeah,
What
fun
do
times.
What do you feel like doing now?
Do you want to play like some fiddle? Right?
Should we do that? Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well-
would be super fun.
Give us a little that segue into the tune.
What's this one called, Rachel?
This is the most appropriate.
Oh no, another long story. Sorry, everybody.
Another what story?
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Okay, so yes, the house that we're in right now. So yeah, Margie mentioned that we're here in Berek, and this house belonged to my grandparents, and we kind of spent COVID kind of flipping it. That was our big COVID project. And so it looks very different now than it used to look, but I have been, spending a lot of time in this house since I was a baby, and learned to play the fiddle here and all that kind of stuff. So it's always, it really meant a lot to us to hang on to it. So it's also really cool to hang out and play music in here because we played so much music in here. And we're playing, Darren's got Grampy's guitar on the go, and I'm playing his fiddle, and so yeah,
Oh.
it's really cool. So this particular tune set, I wrote a reel called "The Longhouse" just as a tribute to Clarence and Anna, who owned this house for upwards of 40, 50 years. I want to say, I'm looking at my mom, I think she might know better than I do. Yeah, 40 years or so. And so anyway, yeah, just really cool. Now we're going to get to drive her on that.
So
And
you called it the
The Longhouse. That's the name of the tune set. So, and we had the great pleasure of having Margie join us on our Christmas tour this past year. And she learned this set, and we got to jam this out with our good pal, Thierry.
and it's Thierry's favorite set, I dare say.
Oh
He loves
gosh.
this tune.
Oh well, it's a lot of fun. We miss him, but we'll do our best.
Right.
But anyway,
Yeah, I'm playing
Tell-
all Thierry's guitar parts.
yeah, better get the footwork on the go there, D.
Gotta do the footwork too. Well, how lovely to be in your longhouse. We really appreciate.
Oh, well, this is, again, this was kind of what we looked forward to most when we were, doing work on the house. And my dad, the three of us kind of did a lot of the heavy lifting as far as all the renos went, and I feel like every day we were going, God, imagine what it's going to be like when we get this all finished and we can, you know, have people in and we can play tunes and all that kind of stuff. So it's very cool. If I talk about it any longer, I'm only going to cry. And nobody needs to see that.
There's maybe close to 100 people in your house right now watching this.
Yeah, right.
Got what you asked for.
There in this tiny little house. But also very fun is that the very first jig in this set is Margie's tune, which is a blast, which was another one that we ended up, she shared with us while we were doing COVID shows for the Gaelic College. And yeah, we loved it. So super fun.
It's an honor to be in the same set as yours.
This is really just a Margie Beaton tune tribute show. All right.
Come on, give me a second.
margaritas.
So fun, Mark.
Do you have that written? Would you have, like, if people are looking for your reel, is that written out to teach your students or anything yet?
You
Gosh,
can
maybe
purchase
it
them.
is.
Or
It
I'm just kidding.
Would it be on? That'd be a good place for it.
We actually thought, like years ago, we thought about putting a book together when we were when Cole was gone.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the band had written a bunch of tunes,
True.
so we kind of sparsely kind of sprinkled all over the recordings.
Yeah.
We always thought of putting a book together.
I know, and we meant to, and we never really did that.
Not too
Someday.
late.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
Do it now.
do it now. It'll be it's more of a 6-page pamphlet.
But it'd be nice to get all those little notes just as you hope and have it all in one
That would
place.
be fun.
We do get people every now and again who will email us or get a hold through the website or whatever
Yeah.
and ask for music for a certain tune. For
I
a
bet.
certain. So you always do your best to try and get it to them because if somebody wants to play tunes,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a pretty cool
always
thing,
nice.
right? So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
true enough.
What does it feel like to hear a tune written for your parents' home? That must be a nice feeling. And then to hear it, I know, I can imagine. Well, I can only imagine.
If I was
how
gonna
bad.
cry, she'll definitely cry.
It's such, and then you've done.
all around.
I know. We have that effect on people.
There's a dehumidifier
We're really
around full
uplifting.
cup like
No, and then they've done such a beautiful job with the interior and exterior and everything of this place. So it's in good hands. With good,
It was
good
yeah, it was fun. We had a pretty good time and learned a lot of stuff. This was like Len Davis's school of carpentry that was going on here during
Right.
COVID.
Yeah.
who did the work on the island that we're seeing behind?
Oh,
I don't know, they contracted that out.
That's not true.
it didn't come cheap.
Wasn't that a particular gift?
Ah yes,
It was.
that was a wedding gift.
That
Which
was a wedding gift.
Quite nice. It was much appreciated.
Aw, isn't that the best? It just finishes the kitchen off. too.
Oh well.
Good work, Len.
Good work. Bravo.
We can put that on the website too.
bucks.
But yeah, no, we had a lot of fun. It was a big learning curve for us. It was pretty cool
Yeah. No, it was good though. It was fun.
to see what it was like to kind of strip a house back to its bones and
gosh.
then kind of build it back up again. And
Under some of the boards, there's a loft upstairs, which was just an attic, really rough, kind of just old boards on the floor. And as we were taking them up, we turned it into a loft, kind of finished it off, so there's usable square footage up there. But as we were taking these boards off, we found these newspapers underneath, and there was one, I think, from 1918.
it was
It was
right
just after the war ended.
Yeah.
And the Allies consider occupying Berlin was this headline.
Wow.
And advertisements for war bonds and
Ooh.
like talking
Wow.
about there was an article talking about prohibition. or
Oh
something.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
votes on prohibition and stuff like that. It was really
We were
cool.
finding
Some of the stuff we
little-
found.
little pieces of them stuck to the underside of the boards, and but there was no dates on anything until that one. We got a pretty good piece one day, and I think it was like December 1918 was the. And beautiful like old over 100-year-old wood boards up there, like that kind of stuff is like striking
my
striking
goodness.
gold when you come
Yeah.
across that.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
yeah. Oh, well, it's got a lot of history in it then, adding to it.
Yeah, it was this. What was the story behind this house? Was that it used to be like like a lot of other old houses. It used to be way out Big Badek, and they
It
kind
was
of.
actually the
Oh.
upper floor of the two-story house.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a two-story house.
Really?
And they took a floor off and then picked this house up and moved it to town and dropped it here. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know they could.
No, it was
It's
just
actually-
Well, and that was actually Margaret
Wow.
McPhee, who just passed away here.
Yes.
She was a very prominent resident here. I think she was the one that told you that, right?
Yes,
Oh.
yeah, she was telling the story.
Yeah. God love her. Lived to be
God
100,
love her.
109.
109.
Wow.
Incredible. And such, and a very prominent Gaelic,
Yes.
his, speaker and all that kind of stuff. A wealth of knowledge
Yes.
in her mind. Yeah.
You think of that. Oh my goodness. Well, that's quite something. So we're in
Yeah.
hallowed
pretty lucky.
ground here.
We're pretty lucky, for sure. Yeah.
So now I was just thinking.
Oh, no.
I mean,
I'm scared.
I didn't say any of this before, but you all recorded. I think there's a song on your album from one writer in the room. Is that right?
No, they didn't put mine on.
We couldn't get the copyright figured out with
Oh
the.
my gosh.
So, yeah, sorry. You'll have to wait for the next one.
Oh,
Oh yes, that's true. Are you gonna make us sing this with him in the room?
Well, I wondered if what would Buddy think about maybe he could chime in on a chorus? Or...
I don't know if he knows it.
I'm listening.
Are you? We'll have to go to your house then. We'll end up feeling
That was a question.
because the people will be commenting, about get that Buddy in the. But it would no
Better get the
pressure.
words right.
But don't feel like you have to. It's only a favor. But
We
it's,
can. I'm just really hoping that Darren gets the words wrong so that Buddy can give him a hard time.
Don't worry, I'm waiting.
And I will not disappoint you, buddy. I guarantee you.
No!
line.
Cruel.
You just give him the cues.
Well, this was we
We
did
did
this.
it on the live stream for Celtic Colors a couple of years ago, and it was the first time we'd done it, I think.
It was the
And I
very
was-
first words of the song that
Yeah.
we got backwards.
I
It was
didn't
pretty impressive.
wait to mess up later.
Oh, you nailed the rest
I
of it,
just
yeah.
went
Oh, yeah.
wrong words.
Right out the gate. Well, at
I
least,
figured I may
you
as
get
well
it out of
screw it
the
up
way,
now, and then it's not going to get much worse.
and then you won't have to worry later.
Why did you? So can you tell us about Buddy's got a whole repertoire. What made you pick this one? And
Well, everybody knows how. Now I'm gonna butter you up. You're not gonna be able to fit your head out the door by the time this is over. Yeah. Stop. No, keep going.
No, more.
Buddy's legendary, and his songs are absolutely legendary. And I've been playing along with a lot of them since I was about 16. So I feel like I always felt. I always wanted to do something, but I felt like I was too close to them, and no one could do them justice except for Buddy. But anyway, this particular song, has meant a lot to a lot of people. And Buddy actually, Darren and Buddy played this at my grandfather's celebration of life, and it's meant so many things to so many people. So that was, it's always been one of our favorites, and it's a lovely work of art. And so it's not bad.
Yeah, whatever.
And now we get to sing it with him staring a hole into us.
Because this is kind of
Either having fun.
God love him. Let him try.
well, what we might be forgetting, and this is laid back. This is just in a house thing. This is so it's an easy thing to just take part in. What we might be forgetting, Margie, is that you play piano on this track
Oh, that was ages ago.
on the record.
I don't remember what
So I wonder if maybe Margie would play with us.
Oh, I really don't.
Don't know.
What key was it in? Was it? Oh, yeah. I recall.
The magic button.
That's right.
Well, if
Which
you
one
would, that would be lovely.
great.
You can.
Oh, you don't need me, though. It's better without.
Anyway, it's Buddy's got a lot of legendary songs, but this is certainly one of our faves. So here we go. Yeah, cross your fingers for us, man. We remember you well.
I got my toes crossed. Northwest wind blowing outside like a song. Inside you strum it, the rhythm is strong. Wood fire is cracking and the embers are bright, and the memories are flowing like fine wine tonight.
Old times are gone times, the new times are here. We gotta live on through our full lives in fear. Of old age or whatever the future might hold, we're just growing up, boys,
like leaves from the tree. On the highways of life, they are blown and set free. From a world where they've known all the toil of and pain. The good years, the lean years, it all seems the same.
But we can't help but feel sad for the good ones who gone. The grandfathers, fathers, the fiddlers and sons. They've all left us something in the tales that they told. The memories they gave us and left us alone. We remember you well. Love you to our children. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. Go happy now and northwest wind blowing outside like a storm. Inside eastern and the rhythm is strong. The fire's cracking and the embers are bright. The memories are flowing like fine wine tonight. We remember you well. Love you to our children will die. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. Go happy now and we remember you well. Love you to our children will die. Thank you for picking us up when we fell. Go happy now and
Damn good.
It's pretty.
Nice job.
Would have been better with some piano.
Really
Sorry about that.
Waiting for the ginger piano.
I requested and I didn't even think I should practice it. Sorry about that. But listen, let's get the record.
Actually, yeah, Margie plays some unbelievable piano.
She really does.
She really does. She's doing this whole thing, but it's beautiful what she plays.
Oh, that's very
Truly.
Alright.
Dave Henning's job was on the floor half the day,
Oh,
just listening to all the different things we do.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? We're getting to that time of night.
Oh my gosh.
What about a little blast to end?
Crazy.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
But a couple things. Well, thank you, of course, to everyone for watching. People have been really enjoying the in-home sessions. I've been really, all the Kayleys are great, but it's always nice to get to chat. And,
This is a really cool thing. I was saying before that I've never been able to wear slippers for a gig.
well, that's the
This
ideal.
is this is perfect.
Put them on camera.
Amazon special.
Are those available on your website?
Yeah.
We need Rachel and Darren.
Well, actually, that's not a bad little plug. So rachelanddarren.com.
Yes.
So that's a good place to keep up with all of your developments and your social channels.
Facebook and Insta and all that. All
Yeah.
that jazz. Darren's really up on all the social media stuff.
Yeah, it's on a computer.
It's on the computer.
And you type for a while, and then Rachel shows you how to fix it.
You stick to that guitar, Darren. You're doing just fine.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot coming, so we want people to make sure that they're tuned in and watching the the thrill of this development. It really is such beautiful music, and we're excited for the next chapter. And then for our Kayleys, we'll be back with another one next week. I think we're heading to Port Hood.
Downtown Port Hood.
Downtown core of Port Hood. Musicians yet to be announced, so stay tuned for that. And
We're
if
going
you
to the
also-
Admiral. And
At the
people
Admiral.
can come in person for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So we'll have a bit of a chance for some live music
Yeah.
there. And if you are so inclined to donate, I'm sure Ryan will put the link up there. It really does help more than you know in all that we do, but especially in keeping keep these flowing. And music is just healing. We need it, especially in the lower times of the month or the year. So thank you for filling us up, you two, and having us in and the guests of honor that
Thanks for not booing us.
Good show.
Well, no, we should say a big thank you to all the way through, since before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after. It's been such a thrill to be doing these Kayleys. And again, I feel like we've debuted a lot of new things, either, live at the Ceilidh or on the stream or something like that. I hope that's a good thing. Everybody turns into our guinea pigs, but
oh my goodness, it's a blessing. You're a big part of the college's family.
Oh, well, we appreciate it. We love it there so much, and we love all you guys. So yeah, thank you.
It's the same feeling all the way around. So, is it okay to play a couple tunes to close out? Does that feel like a good? Anything that we're forgetting?
Should we do something nice like play a little band?
Yes, for heaven's
The
sakes.
banjo is what we're forgetting, sitting right there. Go time.
I feel like I'm recording some.
Not the band.
Buddy, you look like you have to go somewhere. No?
Come chords. The guitar's free.
Oh,
No.
buddy.
I'll listen.
Olive. We're dying for a little. Come on over, buddy. That'd be great.
Yeah, man.
Buddy.
Stubborn.
Rachel and Darren are
Stubborn.
well tuned in on these tunes.
Whatever.
Wasn't it just your birthday, too? We should be saying a happy belated
Every
birthday.
year.
Well, we've often said that it's so nice of everyone to gather together. It's on the 17th of March every year to celebrate you.
Turn green.
Yes, parades and
Beer and everything in your honor. Everything. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Halifax went crazy for your
I
birthday.
heard
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Montreal.
Oh yeah.
Out of control.
They even make the river green in Chicago for him.
Yep.
They did.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Hanging in. More arrests and millionaires.
oh heavens! And this was the kind of night it was before we got on camera.
That's great.
Yeah, sure. Let's give her for sure if you feel the urge. Yes, right there.
Do you think you might? Because I can tune it.
I can do it.
That's what you do.
Oh right. A. Yeah.